Sigma males are a distinct and rare archetype of man in our society, defined by their unique traits and perspectives, which set them apart from the mainstream and covers them in a veil of mystery. They possess distinct likes and dislikes that don't typically align with the commonly accepted norms, making them appear enigmatic and misunderstood by the vast majority of people. These men are the true outliers, carving out their paths in the world without sharing many of the qualities seen in the average man. They operate on their own terms, employing their distinctive approach to life. In fact, it's not uncommon for Sigma males to dislike, or even reject, many things that are widely cherished and loved by the average person. It's not that they dislike many commonly loved things for the sake of trying to be different, but rather because they have very distinct personalities that predispose them to having little to no interest in these things. So, what are some of these contrarian preferences that set Sigmas apart from the world? Well, in this video, I'll be discussing 7 things Sigma males hate that everyone else loves. Number 1. Amusement parks. While a majority of people revel in the lively atmosphere of amusement parks and bustling carnivals, brimming with thrilling rides and an array of activities, Sigma males often find little joy in such environments. Their preference for avoiding large crowds and long queues is a distinctive trait that baffles many. This aversion stems not from an inherent dislike for fun or adventure, but rather from their distaste for inefficiency and the discomfort of being packed in a crowd. The idea of waiting in line for an hour to experience a 1-minute roller coaster ride strikes them as nonsensical. They'd much rather prefer engaging in activities where they can control the environment to a certain degree, have meaningful experiences, and avoid the unnecessary discomforts associated with large crowds and long waits. Number 2. Nightclubs. While the energy of nightclubs, with their pulsating music, flowing drinks, and opportunity for fleeting connections, appeal to many, Sigma males tend to hold a contrasting viewpoint. They generally find little appeal in the hectic and superficial nature of such social gatherings. Instead, they are more inclined to meet new people in calmer settings, such as coffee shops, or through shared interests and hobbies, where they can have meaningful conversations and form authentic connections. Their disdain for nightclubs also stems from their value-based approach towards relationships. Sigma males typically perceive the encounters at these venues to be too short-lived and superficial, lacking depth and genuine connection. They seek out relationships with substance, where both parties are equally invested and bring value to each other's lives. Thus, they prefer to reserve their time and energy for women who reflect high standards of character and integrity, rather than pursuing shallow encounters or one-night stands. Number 3. Over-the-top fine dining restaurants. While many people relish the lavishness of fine dining establishments for the prestige they confer, Sigma males often view such venues as more of a nuisance than a pleasure. Sigmas appreciate simplicity and authenticity over extravagant displays of wealth and status. They prefer to eat in casual, relaxed settings, where there are no stringent dress codes or intricate dining etiquette to abide by. For them, savoring a meal is about enjoyment rather than status. They would rather opt for quality food in a low-key environment than deal with overly intricate dishes coupled with a hefty price tag. Fancy restaurants, to them, seem to cater more to those who seek to flaunt their status and wealth, rather than those who genuinely appreciate culinary arts. Sigma males, independent and self-assured, have no need to prove their worth to others through outward displays of affluence. Their preferences are guided by their own desires and comfort, rather than societal norms or expectations. Number 4. Social media trends. In the world of social media, where many are fixated on following and participating in the latest trends, Sigma males remain aloof and disinterested. They find absolutely no appeal in the plethora of trends, challenges, or dances that sweep across platforms such as Instagram or TikTok. To them, these trends may seem superficial, mindless, or even ridiculous, contributing to the brain rot seen across many of these social media zombies. Sigmas, being private and independent individuals, don't seek validation from strangers on the internet, which is often what fuels participation in these trends. Social media, with its persistent emphasis on external validation and conformity, contradicts their innate preference for privacy. So when Sigmas see these trends emerging, or others so keen on participating in them, they roll their eyes and walk the other way. Number 5. Window shopping. The amount of people that love wandering around aimlessly window shopping without the intention of ever purchasing anything absolutely baffles Sigma males. This is because Sigmas have a utilitarian approach towards shopping. They absolutely detest aimless browsing or window shopping. When Sigmas step into a store, they do so with purpose, precision, and efficiency. They will enter knowing exactly what they need, acquire it, and then promptly leave. They see no point in wasting time casually browsing items on shelves that they have no intention of buying. To them, this seems like a huge waste of time. That's not to say Sigma males don't have aspirational purchases or items they dream of owning one day. They might have an expensive watch they've been eyeing online, for example. But rather than idly window shop, they view these aspirational items as motivation, as a symbol of the reward they can achieve for their hard work and efforts. This mindset drives them to focus on doing what's necessary to afford such luxury, rather than spending time aimlessly wandering around stores. Number 6. Taking selfies. In today's social media-obsessed culture, selfies and pictures have become an integral part of everyday life for many people. It's almost as if an event or experience doesn't count unless it's documented with a photo. This is because society has become fixated on capturing every moment on camera, under the belief that sharing these visuals equates to sharing one's life. However, Sigma males operate on a wholly different wavelength when it comes to this practice. They absolutely detest taking selfies and are more inclined to immerse themselves in the present rather than observing it through the screen of a phone. When a Sigma male attends a concert, he can't help but shake his head at people who are more absorbed in recording the performance than experiencing it firsthand. Similarly, while traveling, they prefer to soak up the atmosphere, scenery, and culture of a place rather than being engrossed in taking the perfect snapshot for sharing. Sigmas prioritize living in the moment, experiencing life in its raw, unfiltered state, rather than perpetuating the culture of oversharing everything. Number 7. Reckless driving. In popular culture, driving fast and aggressively is often depicted as thrilling and cool. Movies, music videos, and other forms of media regularly showcase this reckless behavior, creating a facade of glamour around it. However, Sigma males see right through this facade and view such love for dangerous driving as exactly what it is: reckless. They perceive it as not just irresponsible, but also selfish and immature. Sigmas consider those who recklessly speed not as impressive figures, but as individuals who are endangering themselves and others just for the fleeting illusion of looking cool. They find this behavior repugnant and pointless, believing that driving should be safe, considerate, and mindful. For Sigmas, the thrill of speed does not justify the potential harm and risk it brings to themselves and others on the road. Do you agree with the points I made in this video? Let me know in the comments. For more videos on Sigma males, check out some other videos on this channel. Thank you for watching. For those looking to achieve greatness, like the video and subscribe for more. We upload multiple times per week. Click here to see why Sigma males are the furthest thing from normal.